Hey guys, I've decided I'm going to do a review on my new toy that I just got. It is the Miller Dynasty 200dx TIG machine. I'm pretty excited about it, and so when I was doing some research, I realized that there really wasn't a lot of YouTube stuff on this machine. So I figured I would add to what little bit there is. I'm thinking that this is probably going to be, I don't know, at least two-part review, I guess, on the machine. This has been kind of a long time coming, and I've gone through a lot of stuff, so I think it'd be a good opportunity to do a review. Anyways, I'll explain a little bit more of that later. So anyways, basically I've purchased the Miller Dynasty machine. I have wanted a TIG machine for a while. I started TIG welding not too long ago, but a year or so ago at where I was working. We worked at a repair shop for outboard motors and stuff, and they had a TIG machine sitting in the corner. We welded aluminum skegs with it. We had a guy come in, showed me how to use it, and right then and there I was like, oh, this is awesome. I really like this. Plus, I like to work on motorcycles. A little shot around the shop. Got a couple things going on. I'll give you a quick shot of the shop at the door. But anyways, little signs, my little metal lathe, my little MIG and stuff. But anyways, it's my quick shot. Anyways, back to the welder. So basically what has happened with this machine is I did a bunch of research. Well, geez, I don't even know where to start, to be honest with you. Basically, I'm not a rich guy. A lot of you guys see these machines. If you're watching this video, you're well aware of what something like this costs, and they're expensive. And for me, that might as well have been $1 million because I didn't have a lot of money. I saved up. I sold one of my motorcycles. I sold some parts. My wife, we used the account money that we had pitched into the rest to buy this. I really stretched my finances thin to purchase the Miller machine. So hopefully it was a good choice. I'm not sure yet. It's still pretty new. You know, I went back and forth. There's an HTP model inverter machine. I almost went that route. I just got really nervous because, again, this, you know, when you're talking $3,000, $3,500, to me, that's so much money. And I just, wow. So when the HTP, it sounded like a good machine, but I've just never heard of the brand. And I got scared, and I wanted to make sure I had a brand name and a company that I can fall back on if I needed to. So I was pretty much sticking with the Lincoln or Miller's ESAB maybe. I almost bit the bullet on that HTP unit. So close. I emailed them. I talked to them. I spoke to them on the phone. They were really good. One of the things I didn't like was that they had no pictures of inside the machine. I work in the electrical field. I like to see circuit boards and stuff like that. They just didn't have it. So actually that would be one, not this time around, maybe next time around. I'm pulling the cover off this, and we're going to look inside it and just see what it looks like, and so you guys can get an idea. But the reason I share about the money thing is because I want you guys to people who are probably watching this video, I think you're going to be a lot like me. You know, the home guy, you're not a business, you don't have tons of cash lying around. This is not a write-off yet. Hopefully it will be eventually. So it was a big stretch. So to cough up the money to purchase this machine was a big deal. So I went with Miller, and this is what I got. Let's see, the company I went through, I did a bunch of online companies through eBay. I called all my local. I love to shop local. But I just couldn't. They could not compete with the prices. So I ended up purchasing from a company, Sutton Garten, I believe, was the company. I'll add it in to the bottom of the screen. Those guys have been awesome. I emailed them. I was kicking tires. Basically, I was trying the cheapest way possible to purchase this machine and to get the things that I needed to weld: foot pedal, torch, argon regulator, ground clamp, the bare necessities. Because I figured getting the power supply was the big thing. And then later on I can add on. And they were, every step of the way, they were there helping me. And that was really cool. So yeah, so here it is. A couple thoughts real quick. One thing I want to do immediately is I want to turn this thing on, and you're going to bear with me. I'm just filming with an iPad. I'm going to the switch is in the back here. All right, in the back, right here. I was absolutely like amazed at the noise this thing made. I came from a transformer TIG machine that the only thing you really heard was the hum of a really mild hum of the transformer and a fan. This thing makes some noises, and I did not have any idea that this machine was going to do that when I purchased this. I was really expecting really silent running, and boy, that was not it. So I'm going to flip this thing on, and hopefully you guys can hear. I'm going to get close. Here we go. Alright, I don't know if you guys can hear that or not, but it's like, it's just doing weird things. Almost like a relay is going crazy. And again, I had so much money wrapped up into this that I freaked. I turned this thing on last night and freaked. And I shut it back off. I double checked all my connections and turned it on, and the same stinking thing, and I freaked. But come to find out, I guess this is just how these things work. That's just the noise they make. So, if you're going to be purchasing one of these machines, just be aware that these make weird noises. Supposedly, it's got something to do with their auto line circuits. Basically, you can plug this thing into 110 volts, 220, 460, whatever, single phase, three phase. It doesn't care. It automatically figures out the voltage. Apparently, that circuit makes these noises. Does it? Maybe. I don't know. Regardless, I was pretty taken back. So, be aware. Hopefully you guys can hear that. But yeah, again, that man, was I shocked. But anyways, I don't really have a whole lot to say about it. Well, yeah, I don't know. It's really cool. I really like it. I laid a couple beads with it. Whoops. I did get the DX model. It's the Dynasty, so it does AC. Let's see if we can get a bit. AC, the pulse feature, you know, it's a nice machine. One of the reasons I went with the inverter technology, I didn't have huge power. This thing draws like max on 220, like 23 amps or something crazy like that. And that's, you know, for the average shop guy, we just don't have 100 amps to be pulling in. So that really appealed to me. And I was really interested in the high frequency AC that's available. Basically, if I switch this thing over to AC frequency, you can see it's at 120 hertz, and I can crank this thing all the way up to 250, you know, down to 60, just like a standard transformer system would have. And I welded aluminum skeg, so I was very interested, and I was told that this is I don't know, whatever, made a big difference welding AC. I haven't had a chance to play with it too much, but that was a big thing. I wanted a pulsar as well. So all in all, this thing just had a lot of features that it had. So anyways, that is basically it for this first one. I realize it's a whole lot of talking and not a lot of showing, but I wanted to turn it on. I wanted everyone to hear the noises that I was making, and for the best of my knowledge, that is normal. The one thing I will say is, in my overreaction last night, I contacted the company that I purchased thing from and was like, I was calm, but I was like, hey man, what's going on? I go, this thing's making weird noises. Is it supposed to be doing this? And the guy on the other line was wicked cool, and he was like, no, it should be really quiet, which I think he's mistaken, but regardless. He goes, I think it should be really quiet. He goes, tell you what, he goes, the thing is with these inverter technology things, is that if there is a problem, it's in the very beginning. Like, you're either going to get it out of the box and have a problem immediately, or you're not really going to have many problems with it. He says, pack it up in the box. He goes, we're shipping you a new one today. So right now, I have a brand new Miller Dynasty heading its way here, and I just got to package this one up. They're paying for the return shipping, everything. And honestly, I just think that is awesome customer service, because they're really catering to me just being freaked out because it made weird noises and I just didn't understand. So mad props to this company. I want to just, again, give them a huge plug. I'll put their name at the bottom of the screen. The guy's name was Pat. He was awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Buy a welder from them because they're awesome. Anyways, I'll talk more about the features that it has and some of the things I got and I like and I dislike. And I'm just about out of time. See you later. Bye.